Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess every single day. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I love you so much. Thank you to everybody who came to the Reiki Healing Circle this week. Thank you to everybody who came to the Heart Chakra Healing Meditation last night. I love hanging out with you guys. Wish we had more time to share. Let's see what insight Spirit has for us for the weekend. Special announcement at the end of this video if you are interested in some magic of yours. Pyramid of Light. Okay. Step your vibration deeper into love. If that is not so fitting for what we're going to talk about at the end. Do you know the story behind this beautiful eye? Look at me like sitting here waiting for someone. Thank you if you responded. Thank you if you responded to me. This art replicates the appearance of the pineal gland in your brain, which is connected to your third eye chakra on a spiritual level. And if we want to talk about science, your pineal gland is the gland that releases DMT. Did you know that you have DMT in your body? It's not just a drug that you can drink with psychoactive plants. You have DMT in your body. It's released during dream states. It's also released right when you are first born and when you are dying or having a near-death experience or a simulated death experience. Isn't that funky? So you can get high on your own supply. There's something about death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. Hold on, okay? The version of you that has gotten you, we've talked about this, gotten you to this point, maybe it's been a lot of survival energy. This last 12, 16, 18 months to like 24, 23, 24 months has been a significant death and rebirth for many people here. Goodbyes to old lifestyles, mindsets, patterns. I've said this on a personal reading with another high priestess this week. If you turn around and look back at the version of you 18 months to 24 months ago, if you can look back at that version and be like, I actually don't really even like recognize or identify with that person anymore. Maybe you wouldn't even be friends with that person anymore, but not, not in a hateful way, just like, I don't vibe with that anymore. Or your lifestyle looks completely different. Or your coping mechanisms have completely shifted or evolved in a best case scenario. Then you've gone through some kind of death and rebirth. And that death and rebirth, if we're thinking about pineal gland and the pyramid of light, here come the emotions. When you can, if you can gift yourself that is real love. If you can trust yourself enough to say, this worked and now it's not, so I'm going to move through the unknown and I'm going to come out a version of me I don't know yet. And I don't know if I'm going to like her or him or them, but I'm going to try because what's happening right now is not enough and it's hurting. And maybe it's killing me a little inside too. So I'm going to take the risk and I'm going to be uncomfortable every day for a lot of days. This discomfort just doesn't seem to go away. But that discomfort is love. That discomfort is delayed gratification. That discomfort is kind of like a maternal, paternal love of, I know you don't want to take your medicine right now, but this will make you feel better later on. If you've given that to yourself, that is stepping into a vibration deeper into love. And if you haven't done that yet, that's okay. This is your invite. And if you're somewhere in between and you know that there's deeper love and rebirth and renewal and deeper death of parts of you that have to come up, this is the invite. This is the first step. If you can be gentle with yourself and just sit with the truth, whatever your truth is in this spectrum, and give yourself some time to think or feel into what parts am I ready to face and let go now? What blockages am I ready to face, endure, and release now? sometimes the hardest part of healing isn't facing the pain other people have inflicted on us. Sometimes the most uncomfortable part of healing is sitting with the pain pattern and toxicity we've inflicted on ourselves and others. But if and when you can do that, that's when you step into the ultimate freedom, because you can be like, yes, I did do that. Yes, it did hurt people. And yes, it did hurt me. And I'm going to pour love into myself so that I don't do those things, act that way, or think those thoughts anymore. Pisces, can you hit that like button if that resonated? That was it. That was very uncomfortable. You're allowed to love every version of you, especially the versions of you that make you cringe and go, why the fuck did I do that? It's all right. You're all right. Unconditional love is from you. I tell this to people too. If you're a client of mine, there's nothing that you're going to say to me that makes me go, well, that's a shitty person. And I don't know if it's because I like can disconnect or dissociate. I don't know. But I'm telling you, there's nothing you can say to me where I'm going to be like, fuck. Oh God, my mouth is so wild this week. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can tell me that I'm going to be like, I don't want to service you anymore. You are below me. I would never do that. I hold this stuff too. There's so much of me, former me, that I've done and said and played with and endured and chaos I've created that I'm like, oh my God, why did that just do that? And sometimes there's shame and guilt associated with that, right? But shame and guilt aren't love. Shame and guilt are extensions of control, so that you continue operating within some kind of dogma or obligation or governmental structure or societally accepted way of being. If you can just shed light on, I did those things because I was hurting and I wasn't getting the thing I wanted. So I started, just like a kid speaks to us in behavior. Maybe you were speaking through behavior, but the one you were speaking to was really yourself. You know, does that make sense? And we're allowed to be like, I don't like that version. I don't like those behaviors. I don't like how I was moving. And sit with that discomfort, pour love into yourself, and commit to, I'm going to renew me though. I'm going to build a new me. There's not to say that you weren't also hurt by other people. I'm not saying that. We know. We know. Pisces, come on. But sometimes the untalked about ache is, I've healed all these wounds I've received from others, but what about the wounds you've given to others and the wounds you've given to yourself, right? All right, Pisces, let's see what Spirit has to say about your vibration deeper into love. Step your vibration deeper into love. Love is Love is acceptance. Love is truth. Love is truth, and truth can be very uncomfortable, right? A lot of people run from the truth. Insights here. Two of Cups, Hangman, that's your energy, Pisces. First decan, shout out first decan. Especially in regards to, relationships, right? Sometimes, also very difficult and uncomfortable. Sometimes the people we love the most are also the people we hurt the most, right? And sometimes when strangers F around with you, you're like, whatever, I don't care. But if someone you love does something, that's when the word betrayal comes in, right? I read somewhere that was like, only the people you love or hold love for can betray you. Because if it's a stranger, it's not a betrayal. It's almost like, of course you did that. You're a stranger. You have no tie to me. So exploring the areas where you have felt betrayed in relationships or have been the person that has betrayed yourself and or the other. I've been there. I know I've betrayed people I love. And if I could go back and change that, I absolutely would. But I can't. So I have to change the me now, or adjust and love into the me now, so that I don't do that to people that I love, right? doesn't make you not sweet. You can be sweet and hurt yourself and others. Hangman is looking at this situation from this dynamic, this internal shift, this internal experience from a higher level perspective. There's an element of, let me look at this different, right? Let me look at this honestly. Where am I hurting that's pouring out and maybe hurting others or disappointing others? Not from a people-pleasing place, right? Like, sometimes you're going to disappoint people because you're choosing you. But you know the examples I mean. When we've disappointed others because we weren't coming from a place of true self-love. We were coming from a maladaptive, maybe avoidant, toxic, maybe a narcissistic tendency. Not saying we are narcissists, but we all have tendencies. 7 of Cups, that's confusion and illusion. 7 cups plus 2 cups is 9 cups. I do think that this pathway of truth is the light. That is 9 of Cups. That is finding your personal wish fulfillment. 6 of Pentacles. Confusion and illusion around what's actually reciprocated, what's actually balanced, and what's actually breadcrumbs. So this might sound, to those of you who are like a little bit more well-adjusted, if you had a different kind of upbringing, maybe a healthier, stable example of what healthy love and nurture is, this might not resonate. But if you had a wonkier childhood or adolescent experience, there can sometimes be confusion around, is this reciprocity and I need to be patient? Or is this breadcrumbing and I'm feeding into an illusion? If that resonates, can you hit that like button? That is a confusing one. And I think that the only antidote and resolution for this is learning yourself more, going deeper into you. I don't think it's analyzing others. I think it's going deeper into you and you determining, is this a breadcrumb for you, or is this truly reciprocity, or truly an instance of healthy patience being offered? There's a fine line here for some people, and I don't know why. Give me one more on this. 7 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Illusion. Illusion is why. I'm not sure if I said this here before or if I just said it in therapy this week. So I'm going to share it here. I definitely said it in therapy. Sometimes you can... All right, Pisces, let's be really, really real. If you have received neglect in childhood, or you had a narcissistic parent, or a parent that had narcissistic tendencies, or caretakers that did not nurture you the way that you needed, you may have learned to silence your needs and mask that as being patient. Ooh. And then when a healthy, balanced version of giving shows up, you might actually have the internal response that someone would have around an actual narcissist. Flares, nervousness, anxiety. Does that make sense? So if you grew up with lack, your experience with reciprocity may actually feel like your insides are saying, no, this is bad, this is scary, this is anxious, this is not good. It's like you got your wires crossed. Just like somebody from like a very, like what's healthy? I don't even know, but I'm just using words that we all have in our shared, verbiage. If someone grew up in a healthy home where appropriate levels of nurture, tenderness, care were provided, soothing was provided, or co-regulation was provided, when that person is around someone who's toxic, narcissistic, manipulative, their internal system is going to let them know. It's going to say, no, this is not good. Trust your insides. This is no bueno, baby. Back the truck up, right? Beep, beep, beep. We are out of here. So if you didn't have that, if you had the opposite, if you had more of this energy growing up, and this isn't for everyone, only take this if this resonates, your wires might be crossed. So now as an adult, your mission is to learn that part, coming to actualization of that, so that way when healthy reciprocity comes, you don't associate it with, and you're going to feel it. I'm not going to lie to you. You're still going to feel that anxiousness come up, those flares come up. But if learning how to be like, let me sit with this, let me go slower and journal through what's happening and document what's happening. I know this sounds so clinical, I know. That is a very real part of the rewiring work. I feel like that was a lot of me talking. Does this make sense though? And that's why sometimes when this shows up, we're like, I know how to move through these waters. Maybe I'll be the chosen one that gets through. I know that my love and intuition, my enchanting charm, I know that can seduce this one. Okay, it's like, well, we're playing with the devil then if we're doing that. No shame. I spent 2 decades doing that. Just spoiler alert, I never won. I never pierced through. Save yourself. All right, Pisces. Oh, God. That spirit being like, she's not lying. She's not lying. 5 of Swords. That's mental conflict with others, challenging energy. Yeah. This is about relation wounding and getting really, really clear, silent, hermit mode. Okay, let me move her head so this stays in focus. Oh, you smell clean. All right, we got 2 6s here. We got a Jupiter on the table. She wants you to expand your relationship with yourself. Come here, baby. Okay. Thank you. All right, that felt like that. Ace of Wands. Okay, here's a brand new beginning. So we are being ushered in. We are being, just like the cats usher us to the bathroom, we are being ushered into ourselves and our higher level perspective around what's really good for us and what's masking as good, or we're not sure how to spot what's good because of the lens. Let's say if we've gone through trauma and wounding, let's say we have lenses on, because you can swap out a lens. But the only way to do that is for this like personal exploration and really looking into what genuinely feels right, not because it feels like butterflies, because sometimes butterflies is like warning, getting to the essence of like, what do I know is actually healthy, and how do I train my regulate my nervous system to want to move towards that. Pisces, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're in choppy water right now, because I'm with you on this. I'm like very much learning this too. And if you don't have a therapist, I hope that you give yourself the gift of therapy. I actually just started BetterHelp. There's no promo. I have no promo code. Actually, I could give you the promo code from the podcast I listened to, Trash Tuesday. But if you can gift yourself therapy, it is a true game changer. All right, Spirit. Insights on relationship perspectives with self and others. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. 2 of Cups, Hangman. Ace of Pentacles wanted to pop. Do you see that? Wow. It's coming back to expression. Voicing your wants and needs in the moment. You know what else? It's not just expressing wants and needs. Hi, Jupi. It's also being like, hi, I have this thing about me. So when XYZ happens, I feel ABC. Can we talk about that? And finding people who are like, yeah, I don't mind. Like, let's talk about it. I don't mind. You have a different experience than me. We can talk through this. It's also having boundaries with others. But again, not like, I don't like it when you, it's like expanding that to, these are the things that help me feel safe to be emotionally vulnerable. Is that something you can assist me with? Or these are the tendencies I tend to notice in myself when I start to get scared and clam up. I'll isolate, I'll go off the grid, I'll share less, I'll take emotion or flirtiness out of conversations, right? I'm just giving examples of like, it's vulnerability, but it's vulnerability with the intention to create safe space. Pisces, I really hope this is making sense. We got 6 swords on the table, and that's the undertone of 6 swords and 9 cups. That undertone is like, we are heading towards this wish fulfillment, emotionally fulfilling on our own and towards harmony. Whoa, that just flew. She really wanted to come out. That is the way. That is the way. When we start expressing ourselves and showing up like that, that's when we start to see changes in our 3D world, changes showing up for us, maybe in the forms of gifts like a person that can hold that space, or a person that can just witness you, even if it's friends, not just romantic partnerships, right? Friends, family, of like, hey, I never heard you express this. I never heard you talk about this like that before. I totally see you differently now. I have a better understanding of you now. That's an Ace of Pentacles too. Someone being like, oh shit, like I didn't know that that's what all that was. I thought you were a fiery Aries rising. I thought you were just bitchy, like, right? Like I thought you just had some walls up. When we start getting like the real world tarot, like stop being polite, start getting real, really showing up super vulnerably, I think that's when we start seeing these major changes in the relationships around us, and building that safety in you. This Ace of Wands at the end of this journey is like literally a brand new beginning. Stepping your vibration deeper into love with the assistance of the divine. This is like inspirational changes. You got 2 aces. Again, the ace is coming out for Pisces. Give me a little insight on this delusion, confusion, neglect, restriction. Look at that restriction. Are you kidding? Oh, Pisces, come on. Let's do that again. Are you watching? For those of you who can see, I said restriction. We're talking about the illusions, the devil, 6 of Pentacles. Is it equal give and take, or is it breadcrumbing? I don't know, right? Restriction, 8 of Swords. I don't know. I'm blindfolded. I'm not familiar with having to discern this. I'm just so used to accepting lack and being like, once again, someone's not giving me what I want. Or self-sabotaging, or giving people 1,600 chances, and then on 1,601 you're like, all right, I'll go now. But look what's underneath the restriction, this self-limiting belief. The Hierophant, which is your spiritual lesson, your spiritual connection to the divine, and the 9 of Pentacles, the spiritual pre-empress with her bird on her left hand, connected to the divine feminine energy, intuitive, creating pentacles in her 3D. Because if you think about grapes, it takes a lot of meticulous energy to actually successfully harvest grapes, to grow them and harvest them. It's a lot of really meticulous work. They have to be super attentive to detail. It's a very fickle orchard. I think that's us. Fickle orchard. This has always been your spiritual lesson to overcome, to master, to come into union with, to self-actualize. This is a self-imprisonment that's based off illusion. You don't have to operate in these cages anymore. You're allowed to literally just walk out and be like, when I see this next time, I'm just going to know to go. Even if the lure, listen, the thing is with this, the lure, the sexual attraction, the passion, the charm, it's always going to be there. That's why it's the devil. It's not the devil like it's scary and mean, then we wouldn't go there. It's usually covert and tricky. There's something appealing about it. That's why we get stuck in that, right? But this is saying you've evolved enough where you can actually step your vibration deeper into love with the help of the divine and the help of your evidence around you. Whatever your evidence is, that sounds personal. Whatever your evidence is. And 9 Pentacles plus that ace, you already know, baby, that is 10 Pentacles, yes. This is your next spiritual teacher, triumph. There you go. Bottom of the deck is Page of Pentacles, but it has to start with one 3D step, one 3D commitment message. It could be as simple as being like, I'm just saying out loud to someone that I'm no longer going to accept blah, 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 or I'm going to start recognizing da, 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 or I'm committing to this type of spiritual emotional work. 8 swords, 5 swords, that's 13, breaks down to 4 of swords. So the undertone of the sword energy, the mental scape, is 4 swords, which is healing. It's also healing in silence and gaining enlightenment, clarity, wisdom. Can you scooch, baby? Tap dancing over here. Choopy. All right, 5 of swords. Winning at all costs, especially if you dealt with people like that, or if you started to become operating in that energy. Sometimes when we associate with this energy, that energy in us comes out. It's almost like it evokes this darker, undesirable behavior that you're like, I really wish I didn't act like this. I really wish I wasn't doing these manipulative, even if it's like covert, under the radar things, right? King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Those grapes again. 10 of Wands is closing that chapter, putting it down, especially if you are energetically entangled with somebody who King of Pentacles presents great, but you know ultimately they can't give you what they can't give you what you want or need. Or if you are this energy and you know that you're not able to give somebody in your orbit what they want or need, either way, tomato manana. This is the burden that they want you to release. It's interesting too that this King of Pentacles has horns, just like the devil. But the King of Pentacles, we're usually like, ooh, we want that. That's what we want, right? This is that like covert. Not saying they're evil. Not saying they have bad intentions. But this is giving somebody, either someone or a pattern of people who ultimately have always been out for themselves. So you didn't really stand a chance. I don't know if you had that rule book, that playbook, right? So if you didn't have that playbook, you learned these rules from someone who's operating from maladaptive coping. What's that expression? You hang around with pigs, you're going to start to smell like shit, or like whatever the phrase is. And I'm trying to, I mean that compassionately, but it is what it is. That's why this boundary work is so important. It's like the people we hang around, that is the energy that we start to embody and give off, even if it's subconscious. 10 of Wands, putting that down. Are you being called to release somebody? And this could be a haunting. This doesn't have to actually be in your presence right now. This could be a type of person. Can I get one more for this 5 of Swords? Winning at all costs, mental conflict. Oh my God, thank you, Spirit. Isn't that crazy? They're like, yeah, let me say it in a different way. Put it down. 2 of 5s is a 10. Put it down. That's it. The sun is setting in the background on this. Very clear, right? 5 swords, 5 swords, 8 swords breaks down to 9 swords, and that is sleepless nights and anxiety. Ooh. Anybody that you're dealing with, if you are stuck in your head trying to figure stuff out, or you're losing sleep at night concerned about someone's next move or what they're thinking, or are they mad at me? Where do I stand? Those are all signs of like, if you can't have that conversation without fear, then that's the blockage to work with first. You can have any conversation, Pisces. And if someone is not emotionally able to hold a space for that conversation or stand in integrity and have an honest conversation, then you got your answer and you got your muscle. I think a lot of times people will avoid having a conversation because they're afraid of how it might make the other person feel. We have to stop doing that though, because what's happening to you and how do you feel? Are they worried about how you feel? Have they said that or shown you that consistently? right? Okay. And the Hermit going within, shedding light on all this. Shedding light on all of this. Look at the scales. They're not in balance, right? They're not in balance. Page of Wands again. Page of Cups again. This came out earlier in the week. Five of Pentacles. This is too little, right? Literally two. Page of Wands. There's fire and passion. There's some emotional interest. But they're pages. They're not kings. They're not queens. They're not knights. They're not 10 of Cups. It's not lovers. 10 of Pentacles. So it's like something here is lack. 5 of Pentacles. It's not enough. It's imbalanced. The picture is literally saying this is imbalanced. Either the pattern or the people. And this is what they want you to shed light on. Can you go solo for a minute? Can you ride solo and shed light on your insides? Not figuring these people out. F that. You already know. You have a degree in psychology, Pisces. We already know that. You don't need to flex the degree. Flex the degree on yourself. Why am I choosing this? Why am I repeating this? Why am I allowing this? Why am I perpetuating this? Why? Right? Can I get one? One for the Hermit. Please be clear. Pisces, can you hit that like button if that makes sense? Dude, and the truth will set you free. This is truth set you free. Now we have a divine pair out here. The Sun, wish fulfillment, happiness, happily ever after, balance. 4 sunflowers is stability, security, happiness, strong foundations. It's finding your inner child, balancing your inner masculine and feminine of the child and the teen and the adult. Card number 19 breaks down to 10. That's the wrap of a cycle. 9, 10. And now we have a divine pair. This is you operating in both of these. The expressive, requesting, receiving, and the observing, the analyzing of the insides of the patterns. You have both of these in you. And when you activate and embody them, that's when you are going to attract somebody who also has both of these in them, right? For friendships, family dynamics, romantic partnerships. This feels correct. That Sun is like, Sun, Ace of Wands, it's like there is goodness coming here, but will you sit with the discomfort of the work? Will you sit with the discomfort of the looking within? And like, we know you can do that. Foof to the woof look. 10 of Swords at the bottom. To get the Sun and the Ace of Wands to step your vibration deeper into love, it's through this. And this is the pain from the past, right? 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords. It already happened. Sometimes we joke and we'll say, like, Pisces will walk around with these 10 swords like, I'm fine, everything's fine. It's totally fine. I'm functioning, right? Neptune's confirming. But I think they're saying now it's time to take the swords out and then start to heal the wounds and the scars so that you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually show up different. And that's the end to a cycle. 2 10s is a 20, and that's judgment. That's your judgment call. That's your second chance. That's the awakening card. That's your soul saying, you're ready. If you are here for this, if you're still listening to this reading, you're ready. My heart keeps getting pings of, it's probably seltzer, but it feels like aches. Oh, did you hear Neptune meow? Pisces, can you hit that like button if this makes sense to you? Okay. Outcomes for Pisces with this vibration deeper into love. Love it. Oh my God, do you want to guess? I don't know if you saw. It's a goodie. Oh, she's got boobs. Hold on. And she just has female form. The Star, that's you, kid. This is the result. Hi, healing, activating ancient wisdom, stepping into my starseed prowess, naked in the garden, minding my own business, impacting the collective with my higher vibration through authenticity, expression of self, requesting what I need, Long hair, don't care. I've filled myself up so much, I got enough to pour out to others, impacting others around me. 6 of Cups, and then I receive sweetness, gentleness, receive. Not guessing, not wondering, not analyzing, not hoping, not planning, not strategizing, not convincing, not showing up a certain way that someone finally wakes up and sees you. Receive. Don't wait for them to wake up. Look, don't wait for them to wake up. I think this is what's going to happen when they wake up. I think this is what you transmute. When you step into that Star and 6 of Cups, you start receiving because you give to yourself and you receive from the divine. So then others want to give to you sweetness, thoughtfulness, presence, nurture, compassion, support, non-judgmental witnessing. Let me say that one again. Non-judgmental witnessing. When you start to do this, all these devils from the past or from your mind or wherever, this might be what happens to them. They wake up. I don't know why this is like the way that things go, right? That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's true though. And that's not your problem. I'm sorry, Pisces. These people, if that's what has to happen, then that's what has to happen. That has nothing to do with you. That's their soul contract. Look, Ace of Cups. That's the 3rd ace for you. Outcome for Pisces in the Star body yaddy energy. Hold on, your teat is out. Thank you. Pisces, cover up. What are you doing? I'm just kidding. I would never tell you to cover up. And there you go. Stability, security, divine masculine energy. We talked about divine masculine energy in us, right? And this is twofold. The people from the past who didn't know how to treat you, keep you. They have this 9 of Swords moment while you're living, breathing stardom, receiving emotional fulfillment, happiness, community, friends, finding passion and romanticizing your spiritual awakening like you once did romance or friendships or family. All these people are having their like, oh my God, I lost a good thing. That's okay. That's the lesson. Let them sit in it. And also, strong foundational energies come forward to you. Could also be, this could literally be jobs. Could be like you expanding your businesses into enterprise energies. Isn't that funny? When we start clearing our emotional space, business and finance and physical health all also shift. Foof to the woof. This was a dooz. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. No horns on this one. Just a crown. Wow. Pisces, I'm serious. Whoever that King of Pentacles card represented or represents for you, this could even be like your obsession with financial wealth or building. If it's not people or a type of person, there's a tower tied to that person or energy or type of person or pattern. So that could be, there's like a timeline coming through of like masculines who have chosen financial stability over emotional vulnerability and openness with partners. There's also a timeline of, not saying that it's important to focus on financial stability, but if someone's also self-sabotaging by not opening themselves up, you already know what that is. I'm not going to go in deeper there. Or being completely obsessed with financial stability so that you can avoid your relationship wounds and relationship healing. Ooh, I get it. No shade from me. I get that. You're destined for stardom, for healing, for wish fulfillment in your paradise, the paradise that you create. But you have to create it by speaking it out, by sitting with your discomfort, by looking at the pattern honestly, taking the swords out of your back and stepping into a deeper vibration of love. Oh, Neptune agrees. Say hi. You want to say hi? Okay. Pisces, thank you for being here. You want to hit that like button? Any additional insights for Pisces? Another 6. 6666, 4 of them. Mature woman, whether you're masculine or feminine. This is what it means to be a grown-up. Sitting with our SHIT and then being like, I will feel the feelings and work through the hurt and pain and choose how I respond. We only have control of our behavior. And we said last night in meditation, your character is defined by your consistent patterns of behavior and responses, not your thoughts. Your brain is a think tank. It's literally going to have all kinds of thoughts. The ones you act on, that makes up your character. And that brings you harmony. And she's dressed in, whoa, that's the second day in a row she jumped up that side, the right side. That's so crazy. And she's in blue and purple. Throat chakra, third eye, a little bit of crown. Okay. This feels right. Let's get some healing on this. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael, thank you so much for guiding us. Please provide additional healing insights. Pisces, save the date. November 4th and 5th, Saturday, Sunday. One more. We have a High Priestess 2-day event. Ooh, yes. Card number 20, that's Judgment Baby. Holding the light, holding the wisdom of the owls. Sacred geometry is behind you, supporting your top 3. Look, top 4 chakras. Heart chakra all the way up. This is the call for the healers. This is a call for you to heal you, trusting in the light that you hold, trusting your heart's capacity to stretch and hold acceptance and compassion and nurture for yourself in your deep discomfort of healing, looking at ourselves super honestly. New creations. This is building a new you. Building a new you. A new response system, a new regulation, a new daily practice, a new outlook on life, a new collection of friends, a new dating pattern, a new relationship with money and your body. November 4th and 5th, we're going to have our first virtual retreat. It's for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. This is for the high priestesses who feel called to meet themselves at a deeper level. It's doing this kind of work. If you are yearning to receive compassion and love from yourself, you're yearning to receive a deeper healing, a deeper understanding of why things are occurring in your life the way they are. If you are hungry for soul growth and ways to stretch yourself and practice that growth and love every day, or you are eager to build this new you, new creation, the new chapter, letting the old go and stepping into the judgment card. This event is for you. We're going to have 4 sessions on Saturday, 4 sessions on Sunday. The sessions are going to include reflections, deep writing, deep sharing, breath work, Reiki healing. There's going to be an art session where we draw, write, paint what it is we want to create. Visualization, manifestation meditations. Integration circle where we're actually sharing, receiving peer support, cross peer support, and making next steps for how we want to move forward after this healing retreat. And of course, we're going to close with gratitude and community celebration. It's also going to be the first place for our High Priestess Healing Haven community. Everyone who signs up for the retreat, you are first early bird initiators for the community. That's where we can actually connect every single day. And there will be more details around that community the second day of the retreat. There will be daily connection opportunities, weekly meditations, and weekly healing circles only for those in the community. This will first be only open for those who attend the retreat. At some point, we'll open it up to others as well. All right, Pisces. Opening heart, perfect timing, deep connections, and water blessings. This is what the ocean looked like this morning. I wrote about the white caps. Card number 11, Master Manifester. It's your time, Pisces, to step your vibration deeper into love, opening heart, deeper connections. That means being vulnerable and intimate. Intimate meaning I'm going to show you my heart, not show you my parts. The parts come later. I'm going to show you my heart. All the parts that make me uncomfortable, squirmish, make me feel like you might not love me if I tell you this, right? You might not love me if I tell you this thing I need and I feel. But learning how to hold that space for you to feel safe enough to have those conversations, first with yourself and then with others. You are the master manifestor here, Pisces. You are the one able to create this newness, this new life, this renewed energy. And finally, portal. This is the, oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. This is the portal. This is what they're talking about. Remember we had that portal reading? Maybe in September? Infinite mind. You are limitless, Pisces. Say it. I am limitless. Awakening consciousness. This is stepping into the judgment card. This is the renew. This is the judgment. This is your soul calling. Will you answer the call? And it's okay if you don't. But are you ready to step into the new wave of consciousness, this next level of accountability, this next level of self-love, this next level of deepened, intimate relationships? Card number 1, the magician. You are the magician of your life. You create the magic, Pisces. If you want to join the retreat, the link is below. Ooh, Pisces. If you're on my email list, check your email today for a promo code for the retreat. So you get a little discount, okay? On my hands, Pisces. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. Take a big deep breath in. Hold it in your chest to feel the pranayama. That is your power, life force energy. Receive the love and release. One more time, Pisces. Big deep breath in. Hold that love in your chest. Receive and release. Pisces, I love you so much. If you have any questions about what we just talked about, email me. I'll see you next week. Have a beautiful weekend. Love you.